She's certainly a formidable force in the Republican race for the White House, and she's not even a candidate, at least not yet. Sarah Palin stealing some of the spotlight wherever she goes these days. And on this day, she happens to be in Iowa, along with the declared Republican candidates. CNN's Don Lemon is also there. He got an opportunity to ask her some questions today. Don, how did that go?
I got an opportunity to ask her a lot of questions. Wolf, she talked about the performance of the candidates last night in the debate. She talked about why she believes the U.S. credit rating was downgraded. And she also talked about not declaring and whether or not she is stealing the spotlight. Governor, if you had any advice for the candidates, anybody who was on that stage last night, what would you say to them?
Oh, man, exactly what Brett Baer told the folks. Thank you so much. Drop the talking points and speak from the heart.
And you got the media crowded around you. Do you think you're stealing the spotlight in a way and not in the race?
I don't think I'm stealing any spotlight. In fact, if anybody thinks I'm stealing the spotlight, go find the other folks and say hello.
So a lot of people are saying that the Tea Party is responsible for the downgrade in our credit.
You know, if it weren't for the Tea Party, the discussion would never have gone where it went. So I appreciate the Tea Party's passion for getting our federal government to realize it needs to live within its means. No, the last group or entity to be blamed for the downgrade should be the Tea Party. I think the question should be asked, is the president responsible for the downgrade? And I would say yes, because from the top, that leadership starts from the top, the leadership of our country.
Why haven't you decided? Why haven't you declared?
I think there's that I'm not the only one who has not decided yet and not ready to announce one way or the other yet, because there's still there's still a lot of contemplation that needs to go into such a earth-shattering, life-changing decision for a family.
When I talk to you about women, a lot of people are pitting you and Michelle Bachmann against each other. You think that's fair?
You know, that's so passé to pit, just because there may happen to be two women in the race, that they would, as Michelle had put it once, get in the mud and engage in some catfighting. That's ridiculous. It's kind of even a sexist notion to consider that the two women would be kind of duking it out. No, if I'm going to duke it out, I'm going to duke it out with the guy.
But are you at all concerned about her popularity, a little bit envious, a little bit jealous?
Not at all. I'm glad that Michelle Bachmann is in the arena. I'm glad that she's had opportunity now to be on stage debating some good ideas. Proud of anybody, male or female, willing to put it all on the line and get out there and fight for what's right in this country. Michelle's one of those.
Do you agree with the submission part?
With her answer, that's her opinion. You know, is that to her, submission to her husband means respecting her husband, and I respect my husband too.
If Todd said don't run, would you not run?
I can't imagine my husband ever telling me what to do politically. He never has told me what to do when it comes to a political step, and I appreciate that in you, Todd. I respect you for that, Todd.
Would you ask her not to run if you felt that?
Did you see anything last night,
And you can see she is shaking her husband's hand there at the end. She answered all the questions. And I think it's fitting that we ended by talking about Michelle Bachmann and her husband, Marcus Bachmann, there, because just a few minutes ago, Wolf, something very disturbing happened. Michelle Bachmann was supposed to show up at 5 o'clock and speak for about 20 minutes, as all the candidates have done. She showed up at about 5:30 and spoke for about 3 minutes. And then on the way out, we have some of the video, reporters started asking her questions, and I asked her very respectful questions about her performance last night. Where does she think she's going to end up on the straw poll? Two of her staff members, two blonde women that you see there in the video, the one in the white dress, the one in the black dress, started elbowing me and pushing me through the crowd, and her husband, Marcus, did the same thing. He even pushed me, elbowed me into a golf cart where I hit my head and caused people to start spilling stuff. One of our political reporters, Shannon Travis, has been covering her campaign and says he's never seen anything like this before. Clearly, this was an embarrassing display on their part. I don't know why all of this happened, but it was embarrassing and unfitting.
Yeah, and it was so nice of Sarah Palin to stay there and answer all of your questions. Did she know you? Did she know who you were, Don?
She did. Sarah Palin, she stopped and she answered the questions, and I said, thank you for answering the questions. She said, Don, thank you for saying that. I said, you didn't shy away. You didn't try to avoid any of the questions, and there were hordes of media around her, but she seemed to focus on me. She wanted to answer my questions, and I asked her, I said, I'm not giving you, this isn't a got you question, Governor. I just want to know, how are the kids? She talked about her kids. I said, are you ready to be a grandmother again? And she goes, yes, it's great. She smiled, and she and Todd talked about that, and she said, I would tell all the people to do what you do, no talking points. She even mentioned that. You saw that at the beginning of the interview. No talking points, talk from your heart. That's what people want to hear. But on the complete opposite side, the Bachmann camp did not do that. I don't know what happened. We got swept up in that storm of media, people clamoring and push, and I was very surprised when her two campaign aides, and especially her husband Marcus, would push people in the crowd and elbow, especially me, into a golf cart. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they would choose to even do something
They obviously
like that.
didn't know who you. They obviously didn't know who you were, Don, because you're one of the nicest guys around. If they would have known, they would have never done that. Are you okay? Any injuries or anything?
I'm good. I hit my head, but I got a hard hit, and I think that you will agree with that, Wolf.
I know you're.
I'm fine.
I know your mother. I want to make sure that you're okay.
Thanks, Wolf.
All right, Don Lemon is going to be covering all of the stuff tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday in Iowa. We'll stay in close touch with him.